Hi, my name is Jen. I'm 19 years old, and I went to a small town high school called Wamego High. Even before high school, everybody would always ask me if I was a lesbian, and I would frantically say no, but the only reason they would ask me is because I only did guy things. I looked like a guy, I dressed like a guy, cut my hair like a guy. I only hung out with guys. I just wasn't interested in doing any of those other things. And because of that, everybody always asked me, are you a lesbian? And so when the time finally came for me to say, yes, I am a lesbian, I know I am now, it was even harder for me because people had been poking fun at me, and eventually it became something much more of a school-wide joke, much more vicious than it was originally. And when it came time to finally say it, I couldn't, because I knew what the reaction would be, since I had said no for so long, that if I actually came out, the retaliation would be so strong. And I wanted to tell people. I had a girlfriend at the time, and I really wanted to tell people, but I knew what the consequences would have been, and I couldn't.
How do you think high school would have been if schools were required to address bullying?
I think that for me personally, with my experience with bullying, I definitely would have cried a lot less in middle school. People might not be as cliquey. They feel like they have to be in a very small group of friends so that they don't get picked on, so that they can make judgments on those other cliques, but they themselves won't get picked on face to face because they're all in their own secluded little bubbles. And for me personally, if nobody had ever said those things or had made those jokes, then it would have been so much easier for me to come out, and so much easier to feel the way I do now, which is just everything is off my chest. And I only came out a year ago because I went to college and I could. It was a clean start. But before that, I was in a small school, 100 kids in my graduating class. If even one person knew, I was done.